This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day, and this year we are saying thank you to therapists. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories and millions of journeys. Behind each one of them is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take that next step forward. Moments in therapy, like asking the right questions, having a safe place to get emotional or cry, or small wins, they can change lives. This World Mental Health Day, BetterHelp is honoring those connections and the therapists who make them possible while showing how easy it is to get guidance from a licensed therapist online with BetterHelp. I've been doing therapy for over 2 years and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's helped me so much with relationships with my friends, families, even myself. It's helped me understand myself better, and it's just made for such a better life. It really has. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for live sessions based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we are collaborating with those therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off of their first month at BetterHelp.com/PFF. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PFF. Saints and the Patriots, the next game that I want to hit on here. New England wins this game 25-19. The top 5 graded players that we had for the New England Patriots in this one: wide receiver Kayshon Boutte, an elite 91.2 overall grade. Linebacker Christian Ellis with an 84.4. Cornerback Marcus Jones, a 78.6. Linebacker Robert Spillane, a 77.2. And then safety Craig Woodson. Something. I don't know what it is. Forgot to put it on there. I can't remember what it was. But shout out Craig Woodson. He had a good game. He was number 5 here. Drake May in this one, an elite 91.0 overall grade in this one. Unbelievable game from Drake May. We'll break that down in a second. For the New Orleans Saints, linebacker Pete Werner with an 87.2, edge rusher Chase Young an 85.1, defensive tackle Devon Godshaw, a 77.1, offensive tackle Kelvin Banks Jr. a 69.8, offensive tackle Talise Fuanga with a 69.4, and then quarterback Spencer Rattler a 93.2. Your eyes do not deceive you. It was an incredible quarterback matchup between the Patriots and the Saints. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Where are we starting here? Told the story, Dalton.
Just real quick, Craig Woodson, 77.1. Solid stuff there.
Got it
from the rookie safety.
Shout out
Great
Craig
stuff. No, the story from this one, Drake May rules. He is awesome. I think that's the best way we can put it. 0.737 EPA per pass from New England in this game. That is nuts. Here's the thing. Their two highest EPA per pass totals from the last 4 years have come in 2 of the last 3 weeks. Their win against Carolina and then this game.
Yep.
92 passing grade. The highest it's the highest since week 18, the Joe Milton game last year against the Bills backups. Before that, it's the highest since week 6 of Mac Jones's rookie year. This is how well Drake May is playing right now. He's playing like a top 8, top 10, whatever you want to call it, quarterback. And after the first few weeks where Josh McDaniels, I think, was really calling it well, working him into the system, this was the first week where they just came out and attacked, right? I mean, you look at, honestly, you just look at all around at this passing game. Offensive line in this game, 76 pass blocking grade. They've been one of the best offensive lines in football. Receiving grade for the team, 82.7. You look at the threats on the outside right now. Stephon Diggs had the big game last week. Pop Douglas should have had 2 touchdowns. I still don't know what Stephon Diggs did exactly to get the second one nullified, but Pop Douglas getting vertical with the speed. Kayshon Boutte's come on big time the last couple weeks. We know they've got Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. Mac Hollins contributed in this game as well. This team, with this passing game, Drake May is going to play like this. They're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're getting. Secondary needs some work. I still think the run game is a work in progress. I think there's flashes right now from Travion Henderson. We're getting there. But if Drake May's going to play like this, and I think Kayshon Boutte especially is starting to become a real force in this offense.
Yeah,
I think that is something, and the verticality of, we saw Diggs make a couple big plays last week, but Douglas has speed and Boutte has speed. and you have the tight ends underneath, and you have Diggs working all over the place, you're seeing the vision very quickly, and maybe quicker than we thought, and that's in large part because Drake May is throwing the hell out of the ball right now. It's unbelievable what he's looked like, I think, especially the last 2 weeks. He plays like this or something close to this the last 2 weeks for the rest of the season, and the Pats have a relatively easy schedule. They're going to be a postseason team.
Dude, their over-under win total is 10.5 right now, as of this morning.
They're
10.5.
It's their schedule.
No, I know, but I think they can do it. We do the power rankings on NFL Stock Exchange, but we also throw in a little bit of a buy or sell. It's like, okay, well, are you buying or selling the most recent over-under win total as we sort of talk about them as power ranking teams? And I have them as a hold, so it's not like a buy or a sell, but it's hard for me to really bet against where they're going right now, even with 10.5 wins as their over-under.
I believe, if I'm seeing this right, as of us recording this, we'll see what happens with the Falcons tonight. I think they only have 2 games right now in their schedule against teams with winning records, Buffalo and Tampa. And they already beat Buffalo once. That's every other team is 500 or worse. That's
so at least one loss.
In theory, maybe. Maybe
at least
not.
One loss.
I mean, they're getting the Jets twice.
That's 2 wins.
Giants, Browns, Tennessee this week, Vrabel revenge game.
Damn.
One more
You might pour it on them.
One more Dolphin game, Bengals. I mean, there's as we say here, Trevor, winnable games are only winnable if you win them.
It's very true.
And the schedule is only easy if you're good.
It's very true.
But the Patriots look pretty good.
Patriots look good. Drake May was 18 for 26 in this game, 261 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 381 total passing yards if you include the no plays. Those the couple of the big throws that he had that didn't count due to, whether it was like a false start or a holding or whatever. Like, he's still diming those passes down the field. And he had an extra big-time throw if you keep those plays in there, which we do to grade every single play that a player has. He is, right now, you talked about, hey, Drake May, he's a top 8, a top 10 quarterback, whatever you want to call him. Right now, he is 4th in overall passing grade. He is 4th in passing grade of throws 15 yards or more, which we would classify as explosive plays. He had a 96.1 passing grade under pressure in this game, and he has the 5th highest passing grade under pressure this season.
That's the other one the last 2 weeks that especially in this game, I've never seen it better from him. The pocket movement and just the ability to manage pressure and just feel it instead of dropping his eyes and running.
And running.
Because last year, with all the pressure coming at him, I get it. Take
Yes.
off and run, dude, because you're getting killed out here. Your offensive line is Swiss cheese. This is a good offensive line, and he doesn't have to feel that every single play. I thought his maneuverability in the pocket this week was just ridiculously good. And the confidence that he's having in these throws, even on the move, is unbelievable. It really does feel like that win in Buffalo last week just raised the amount that raised the confidence level of this team. Mm-hmm. They start to think about themselves. And Mike Vrabel's probably telling them, hey, we got out of that one. We can beat anybody anywhere, and B, we do have the postseason as the finish line here.
And not that I'm trying to, dunk on Titans fans too much in this show, but good coaching staff, bad coaching staff. Emotional, massive win against the Buffalo Bills only propels you to play even better the next week. Emotional win against the Arizona Cardinals to get your first win of the season and first win for franchise quarterback Cam Ward, comes out absolutely flat the next week and gets embarrassed. Good coaching staff, bad coaching staff.
The biggest concern I had for the Patriots
the bad coaching staff had the good coaching staff as their coaching staff.
Somebody get that on a shirt. My biggest concern with this game for New England going into it was not anything X's and O's or anything on the field. It was just, can you not let down after that big win against a Saints team that, to be honest, has played a little bit better than their record. Right? They're not great.
Oh.
They're not great. They don't have a boatload of talent. But they've played
better.
They have played.
You don't even need to put the word "little bit."
They've played.
They're better than their record.
They've played better than their record. Yes.
Yes.
And they could beat you, but they go down there on the road, loud environment, football team playing for the Saints, playing pretty solid, and you get a win. You get out of there with a win. Now you go. I mean, you look at the next Tennessee, Cleveland. Still got to like New England in those games, and those games bring their challenges, especially Cleveland with their defense. But you got to like where New England's at right now. You really do.
Most impressive for me was Kayshon Boutte, outside of Drake May, of course. But, he was awesome. 91.1 receiving grade in this game, 5 targets, 5 catches, 93 yards, had the 2 touchdowns. Specifically, I think he's been great in contested catch situations. He's caught 5 of his 7 contested catches this season. Had 2 of them in this game. He had 2 contested targets. He caught both of them. Really nice touchdowns from Kayshon Boutte as well, catching those through contact. I think he's great for them, right? When we talk about, I think when we looked at this wide receiver room for the Patriots, it was like, all right, well, back in training camp, it was Jalen Polk, it was Javon Baker, it was Kyle Williams, it was Mac Hollins, it was Kayshon Boutte, it was Stephon Diggs, and you're kind of like, we'll figure it out. You don't love it, but you're like, they'll figure it out. They'll get I don't know, somebody out there. Now it feels pretty damn strong. Stephon Diggs playing really well. Mac Hollins feels like that sort of X factor vertical threat, one big catch potential per game to really be able to change things. Boutte's playing awesome for them. Kyle Williams hasn't even broken out yet. I didn't even mention Pop Douglas in that group who had 2 big catches in this game. One of them was called back. Jalen Polk and Javon Baker became expendable on this team. One of them's not even there anymore, and Jalen Polk's out for the year. Doesn't matter. It's really impressive what they're able to do with this group of wide receivers. And then the most disappointing for me was a wasted good Spencer Rattler day. And I don't say that as if they never come around very often, because I think Spencer Rattler's been pretty good this season. This game he brought it all together. There have been times when it's okay, this game he was really good under pressure. This game he was really good, throwing the ball pretty deep down the field. This game he was pretty good, getting it out of his hands pretty quickly. This game he was pretty good as a runner. This game against the Patriots, he was good at everything. 91.7 passing grade in this game, 3 big-time throws, 0 turnover-worthy plays, 86.2 passing grade under pressure from Spencer Rattler. He was throwing very confidently, pretty good time to throw this game as well. I thought he was also pretty nails on third down. When you look at just the raw third down stats of 3rd and 7 plus, because I tried to categorize him in that. I saw that they were 0 for 3, and I was like, that's not great. But then I looked at it, 2 of them are one's 3rd and 17, and one's 3rd and 15. And it's okay, you're not going to complete those. And then the one that he had a good chance on was that 3rd and 7, and I actually thought that he played that one decently well, if I'm remembering that play correctly. The fact of the matter is, I don't know if Spencer Rattler is going to get a chance to be the starting quarterback of this team next season. I think the grand scheme of things might be, hey, we're going to draft a new quarterback. We're going to kind of sort of reset our timeline as a team. And where I understand that from where the Saints are organizationally, that does suck for Spencer Rattler, who I think is actually playing good enough to where you can legitimately win and be competitive in games with him. You talked about this Patriots team being a playoff team. They almost won this game. And they're sitting here with 1 win on the season.
Yeah. But honestly, they have played something close to this level of football in 5 out of their 6 games.
I know.
The only game they laid an egg was in Seattle, and that's a really good team that got on them early.
Yeah.
The Saints have played at least decent football in 5 of their 6 games. And I think actually that says a lot too about Kellen Moore, because this team they're short on talent in several positions, and they've found a way to at least be competitive. He deserves credit for that.
He does. And again, I don't know if he's going to get the opportunity to be the starting quarterback for them next year, but he's giving them the ability to win football games in a year where they really don't have any business doing that. They're really trying to turn over that roster in a lot of ways.